mission of Schell Games is to develop experiences we're proud of with people we like in order to make the world a better place.
I didn't really have a huge impression of Pittsburgh. I was so surprised. There were rivers and hills and trees and all these fun things that I just was not expecting.
It's the most visibility, support, and transparency that I've had at any company I've worked at in the past.
Schell Games has enabled me to holistically develop as a professional and as a human being in general.
First of all, creative people really love to work on a lot of different things. They don't like to be creatively pigeonholed. And here we don't have that problem. In one quarter, somebody might be working on a virtual reality project, and then museum projects or educational projects. And so that keeps a lot of people creatively engaged, and it's just super fun.
We have a wide variety of projects, and that's awesome, right? Because new projects mean new challenges, new problems to solve. Always interesting.
I actually think it's really easy to stay here for a long time and not get burned out because the projects are so varied.
You have so many people from diverse backgrounds, they have diverse experiences, so everybody is able to have a voice on the team, which allows those experiences and those backgrounds to come forth.
In my experience, makes this most livable city is going to be a combination of two things. It's going to be just the cost of living here and the amount of things to do here.
My husband and I and our dogs drove across country, and we arrived in Pittsburgh and realized this is a lot different than what it used to be. The tech scene and the food scene are all thriving. It's great for a young family like us. We were able to purchase a home. There's lots of family-friendly activities to do, lots of parks to explore.
We have a lot of different nationalities represented in Pittsburgh and among young people that like to eat out a lot. There's a lot of restaurants that cater to that crowd. You have really good vegan food restaurants, you have really good cocktail bars and gourmet food that are very high quality.
The housing market here is shocking. I can buy like a really nice place for like $120K. It has a yard, it's like functional. I was very surprised by what I saw.
What brought me back to Pittsburgh was the school system, because my wife and I decided to start a family, and the schools, the cost of living, and the quality of life in Pittsburgh all checked our boxes.
One of the things Schell Games is founded around is the idea that teams get stronger over time. Then what you have to do is you have to optimize a situation where people want to stay. I mean, every time good people leave, then the teams are broken. Whereas if you can keep teams together and everybody gets better and better at working together with each other, then you get this incredible power that comes out of teams. But the only way to do it is to create a situation where people really want to stay.
The thing that Schell Games does really well is we grow very slowly. We never staff up for a project without knowing that we can keep everyone that we've hired on indefinitely.
The most surprising thing about joining Schell Games for me was the work-life balance that we focus on.
So, coming from AAA, it is certainly not a secret that expectations for long and hard crunches they're just a given. I was surprised and really pleased to find that the culture is really set up to find out why we crunch and figure out how we can stop, rather than just to assume that crunch is part of the deal. If we are burning people out, it's not doing us any good, and so we are really committed to not burning people out.
Feedback at Schell Games is so highly regarded, and it's so refreshing to work somewhere where your opinion actually matters.
So Jam Week's a very special week at Schell Games. It is a week where we set aside all the normal work we're doing, all of our normal projects, and everyone just works on passion projects. And this has been really important for us because partly it's nice to have a break from whatever you're working on, but also it is such a great way to get new projects started.
We form teams with whoever we want to work on whatever we want. It's a chance to really spread out. So I love that. I don't know of any other place that does anything like that.
It's quite a question. Why come work at Schell Games?
I've developed as a creative professional at Schell Games, I think faster than I could anywhere else.
So I've been at Schell Games for close to 15 years. In that time, I've gotten married, I've bought a house, I've had a kid. I've grown professionally in the amount of responsibility that I've taken on through projects over the years.
When people start working at Schell Games, our goal very much is to have them stay as long as possible. And what very talented, creative people need is they need an ability to grow. And we do everything we can to foster that growth because we are really trying to do what we can to take the world's best people and make them even better.